casts on average per game.
And we're heading to a KT map choice. It's the Tomb of the Spider Queen. We haven't seen a single one today, so this is our first.
Exactly. In our long day of casting, we haven't casted a single game on Tomb, which makes me very happy, and it's a well-appreciated change of pace.
We also haven't cast a single Braxis, and that's still technically in the pool, so who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky to end the day. For now, though, we are heading into the map. It is the Super Perfect Team first pick, first ban, as this was the KT map choice.
Absolutely true. So let's see what they're going to open this draft with. Uriel getting taken out immediately. Now, on Tomb of the Spider Queen, we have to talk about this real quick. Wave clear is, of course, of the importance, and as such, heroes like Hanzo make a lot of sense. Heroes like Gul'dan make a lot of sense if you play in any other regions other than China. Because China, for some weird reason, doesn't like Gul'dan. You still have to figure out the reason why exactly. Johanna could be a decent choice, especially for KT. It's Timeless's favorite hero.
So we start with Deckard and Blaze to start off with 4KT. This would be Hikari's hero.
Yeah, first place of the day, by the way.
Indeed it is. But Hikari, potentially one of the weaker players on the team. It's still a very good team. But he's the one who was potentially shown some of the more vulnerabilities.
Definitely
so
true.
Let's see if he can keep himself a little bit safer this time.
Yeah, his Leoric was very underwhelming. His Dehaka looked solid, but not really stellar. So I would say maybe with that Blaze actually being a little more of a forgiving hero, right? He's got the self-sustain, he's got the bunker later on, he's got an escape tool as well if nobody stands in front of him. Maybe that is the hero that he will find his balance again. So the wave clear he offers is pretty solid as well. He's probably not going to get bullied a whole lot out of lane, but Phoenix and Thrall and Diablo, could that be the holy trinity of blue, red, and green?
I think so. Add a Jaina in there and just more blue, I guess. But yeah, this Blaze has been played 5 times so far by Hikari. It is 2 and 3, so looking to even out the score here at least a little bit. And we see here KT removing Malfurion, no mana regen for Thrall, so we can't spam out that lightning. And just removing one of the more stable heroes, more stable healers, as they already have Deckard Cave for themselves.
All right, so potentially we're going to see a lot of slowing coming in from SPT already, with the Lightning Breath, the Earthquake, the Purification Salvo on top, and the Gunjo is now banned here on the side of SPT. They don't want to give it over to KT because we all know what Hape can do in that hero.
Yes, we do. It's too scary. Far too scary to be given away here. But now we have, potentially, they might be able to empower Hope. Well, although Phoenix is gone, that's very much a Hope hero as well. That would have been really, really nice to see. So their usual carry options are starting to wind down a bit.
All right. So supporting options are a little bit limited now, but I don't think that should really... Sorry, go ahead.
We're looking at Jaina here, sorry, for KT, potentially.
Would be good.
Steal it away from SPT.
I don't think the support choke is really a thing, though, that CZH needs to worry about. The support player of SPT. He's one of... Oh, man, this could be another Bloodlust combo, by the way, I just noticed.
Oh, man. Auto-attack Diablo with, like, the leeching...
Why not?
Whatever they're called at level 4. No one knows what that sounds called. It's going to be a Stitches coming in for KT with a Hanzo.
Okay. Now... It depends on what they want to pick here next to the Thrall and the Phoenix. Up to this point, if they go Rhaegar and let's say maybe with a Grey main, they could make that work.
They do like their Grey main there from time to time. Not all the time, but from time to time. Yeah, they've already shown they really like the Bloodlust comp. They've shown that they can run the Bloodlust comp.
They won with it. KT lost with it, which is pretty ironic now. And and SPT won with it. So if there's one team in China that knows how to execute it properly, it would be them. What about the European Open Division? Did we see any Bloodlust games there yesterday?
We did. I think it won. I don't remember. I remember. I remember more Bloodlust, and I remember victories. I'm
Sonya
pretty sure. I think that might have been IQ 129 actually. There's a Rhaegar, there's a Maiev. This looks like a Bloodlust comp again.
Oh my god. Okay, so this could be a mind game, right? This could be, okay, we pick Rhaegar, but we're going to play normally. with Ancestor healing and a more, controlled pace during those team fights. Or it could indeed be, as Tetra hinted towards, the Bloodlust, with Maiev capturing them in the Warden's Cage, Thrall, Earthquake to keep them slowed and locked down in place as well. I am liking it.
As am I. But now, KT, show us what you got. What is the key linchpin for this? I mean, if they could just straight up copy CE and go Falstad.
Yeah.
And just maybe play it Gorge and like commit even harder.
Honestly, I think Falstad would be nice. While it's not a really traditional pick on Tomb of the Spider Queen because his global gets only so much value out of it.
Yeah.
He could actually rotate in between the lanes, stack up his Seasoned Marksman, become pretty dangerous in that way. And of course, the Mighty Gust, as you said, if you use it when the Bloodlust has been used. Okay, Junkrat is not too shabby either.
Still disengage, still counts.
Yeah.
Gives him the opportunity to try and dance out of danger there. It's a Hope hero. Hape killing the Hanzo. So nice little...
I could have seen
nice,
a Medivh there
damage
as well, maybe, with a Leyline Seal.
Don't think that actually pauses Bloodlust, though. It sort of defeats the purpose.
No, but you can run away.
That's true. I don't know. I wouldn't have minded the Falstad. I wouldn't have minded the... I don't mind the Junkrat. Still disengage. Still lots of crowd control, lots of disruption. And lots of AoE, considering that they're probably going to group up pretty hard for that Bloodlust.
That is actually true. So if you go down that Warden's Cage, Earthquake, Lightning Breath combo, or Apocalypse at that matter, it doesn't really, make too much of a difference, then you can really hit 4 or 5 people in one Riptire, which is sensational value. I really want to see how this is going to work out for SPT. Are they pulling off the bluff here? Just trying to maybe make KT worry about their lives a little bit with that Rhaegar? Or are they actually going to execute it? What are you leaning towards, Tetra? Do you think it's a fake, or do you think they're going to commit to it?
I think they're committing to it. I think they've actually shown that it's not a gimmick or a trap, that they just really think it's powerful, like more powerful than Ancestral powerful. And so far, they've been right. It's as simple as that.
All right. I think I'm willing to agree with you. I think they're going to power it through, quite literally. And I think they're going to be able to execute it because they did so in the past already. Now, we're going in to Tomb of the Spider Queen, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time on this long stream today. SPT, the Super Perfect team, versus Kudos Top KT. Let's welcome the teams. And on the left-hand side, that is a fancy one. We haven't seen that one before. In the blues, we see SPT with Melody C on Thrall, Lucky on that Phoenix, Misaka on the Diablo, Maiev is being played by Soap, and ZZH on that Rhaegar.
And on the right-hand side, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be in the red, Kudos Top KT with Hope on Junkrat, Timeless on Stitches, TWT on the Deckard Cain, Hikari on Blaze, and Hape is bringing out the Hanzo.
Absolutely true. So here we go. How aggressively is SPT going to play this around? We see the Nicious Memento. So basically you want to have more auto attacks, more of those hard-hitting auto attacks in there during the Bloodlust duration.
We are seeing also no more extra round timers, no zone control this time. Junkrat showing, clearly paying homage to me and no other reason other than it's the most common talent, going with put some English on it.
All right, and you can really see the beauty of having a Rhaegar here as your support. He's probably still the one support that offers most utility when it comes to wave clearing, although Lightning Bond is no longer a thing. Press F to pay respects to Lightning Bond. It used to be a glorious talent. Easy dodge by Melody C on that hook from Timeless. Is that the first Stitches we see Timeless play, by the way, ever in HGC China?
No. I think he did run it back on Time Flow.
All right. That you might have a point back early in the days when he first gave his debut.
Yes. Where he had some very interesting games. But whether he played like Zarya, played Stitches, I'm pretty sure he actually beats SPT with Stitches on Time Flow, if I remember correctly. I will have to check those stats because those were the off-game stats, off-stream stats. Sorry. As we, for now, very slow beginning to the game here. Everyone's just laning. Merc camp's being taken. Bruiser camp already taken for SPT, slowly being taken for KT because they want to time it with the defense. And also, they're just a little bit slower in terms of clicks. They don't have Rhaegar. Otherwise, just gather gems. Have a lovely time.
Yeah, absolutely true. You know what other hero just came to my mind instead of picking the Maiev, for example, although it's a little crazier, the Artanis. I think we saw him yesterday in the open division doing work. I could totally see him in this Bloodlust combo also fulfill a little bit of work, but of course the Maiev, we don't need to talk about it, we don't need to argue, is the way more competitive hero at the moment. She has the trapping capabilities as well that an Artanis, for example, lacks with that Warden's Cage. So definitely the safe and more reliable choice here by SPT.
Timeless hovering around, nearly gets stunned out, does
Quite
go.
lost.
Only at 10 gems. We see a beautiful scroll of ceiling. I bet that could she's got stack root. But everyone else able to back up. No kills as of yet.
No kills indeed, but pretty strong rotations so far. Pretty fast and swift rotations by SPT. They're basically reaching those lanes a little earlier than their opponents. Both teams, though, were still able to pay a couple of gems in, 12 to 13 for that matter. And usually, if you know how Tomb of Strategy gets played in the pro scene, the first... Oh, never mind. A beautiful combo once again against Timeless. The Scroll of Sealing hitting once again, though, but not in time to prevent the tether from happening. And Timeless ends up falling here. First blood over to SPT.
That he does. SPT achieved first blood. Hope is forced to back up behind the gate once again. And the gems continue to accumulate for SPT. But KT, they have more gems technically. They've just turned them in already. Not
Yeah,
for long,
exactly.
though. You can see SPT gathering them.
Yeah, SPT's gem bar down the bottom right is now glowing, which means if they turn all of their gems in, they have enough for a Wet Weaver turn in. So let's see how many they're actually going to be able to pay. 24 now out of 50. 31 left on the pocket. Maiev comes in for yet another gank against Hikari. They block his movement path there. He can't use the jet propulsion, but since they didn't do it, he gets away to safety.
They let him go. This gives them the opportunity to try and take control of that turning point. But Stitches saying, please no, and denying the turn, at least for the moment. Hook just short of landing.
Yeah, that's the beauty of the Wolf Run, of course, level 1. With that additional movement, mount speed, you can escape those hooks with just an inch of a difference. 48 now, KT. They've not been idle, Tetra. They need 2 more to actually get themselves that first wave as well. So you can now expect SPT to play a lot more carefully near those turning points because they don't want to slip through 2 more gems for their opponents. Actually, Melody C trying to pay his own 15. And now it is actually Blaze getting bullied out as well as the Stitches. Decker Kane just a little bit too late. Or was he? Yes, he was a little bit too late.
Yeah, good attempt.
Oof.
We can see Timeless also trying to get in range there, but it is going to be the first of potentially many Web Weavers going over to SPT. But remember, KT, they do have enough for their own turn-in. So if this defense is good, then this could be a very quick turnaround and a very little advantage gained by SPT.
How much sieging does SPT have in the early game without their rig abilities? Actually, not that much if you look at it. They don't have the Guldans, the Hanzos, for example, but they go again for Timeless on the main tank. Actually, Misaka taking a lot of damage in return right now. And I think they're going to be happy and content with just getting the 2 towers here. I don't think there's much else to be done. We see the Devil's Dew, by the way, on Diablo. And not the healing after knocking someone onto a wall. Simply because of the map, I feel. There's still a lot of globes to be obtained on Tomb of Battlefield.
Kari dashes away from the double wolf. Not able to lock him down in this case. Stitches hanging around the area once again, looking for hook potential, and there is a fort taken down by these Web Weavers. So this push, pretty good value for a first one. Now Timeless in trouble, getting CC'd and dead.
Yep. Rhaegar takes a Doge Bite and basically showed that Stitches shouldn't always go for those playful plays here. Especially Timeless needs to be a little more careful. Takes another bite of that tower and destroys it. They're going to take down the wall altogether. 10 is here. Now let's watch the Rhaegar very carefully. The Earthquake, Warden's Cage. So far all the tools have come together, all the pieces. Only the final one is missing.
Like there was a doubt. There is no doubt, Kendrick.
And there it is.
Join us in the bloodlust. You silly alliance with your morals and your temperament. As the mid fort goes down. Nice easy pick up by SPT there.
All right.
They have exactly enough for another turn-in.
Oh my god, and Maiev is guarding the upper half. Oh, this is good. This could potentially get really brutal now, Tetra. If they get a turn in...
Ching. Oh, she cancelled.
Yeah. She cancelled it by mistake. So if they get another turn in...
They're going for the bot mercs.
Smart. So if they get another turn in without KT actually managing to get level 10, which I think they will, but just in case, they're going to launch all their heroic abilities and they continue to snowball and stack up the deaths. It could already be a keep, I'm just saying.
Maybe, depending on what lane they push in. Take out the mercs. Level 10's very close for KT. If they want to make something happen beforehand, they have to do it now. Luckily, there's a lovely group of 4 members of KT up in this top lane. They begin marching up. Thrall's not here for this. So it looks like this might just be for wave clear and push's sake, because level 10 is hit by KT.
I mean, they still have the Warden's Cage, which is more than enough to capture a couple of people from KT. And look at Soap, he's already trying to go for that flank over the wall. Mega cheeky. Here it comes.
Dragon Strike as Soap comes in, gets a drain, pulls him into the purple wave. Here comes a Dragon Strike. Zoning Dragon Strike in literally every sense of the term, but it does certainly help them clear out the Web Weaver there.
Now, Bunker all of a sudden, Tetra, becomes a tricky ability. While you might be safe temporarily, once you come out into the Bloodlust, you're basically exposed and surrounded.
They're just burning through heroics for wave clear. Uh-oh. Misaka, minion. Okay. Thank you, minion.
Minion MVP.
Minion MVP. But yeah, they've burnt through 2 heroics just for wave clear. That's it. In comes the Earthquake. Warden's Cage. Oh, no. Good sleep. Buys them time, but everybody's dead. So the time is up. Time is now. And there goes Hikari to hate the last survivor. And yep, they end the game now. That was brutal. SPT. That's how you run a Bloodlust comp.
Wow. The initiation with the Earthquake, followed up by the immediate Warden's Cage. I mean, what else can you do? Hape actually drops a couple of dots because that escalated quickly. Ladies and gentlemen, SPT. Look at Soap, the second man on the right-hand side. He is a happy man right now.
Yeah, even he looks surprised. Cool. So, 9-minute game. Turns out